Hello, I'm Cathy Bollinger, Managing Director of York County Community Foundation's Embracing Aging Initiative. We work to change how people perceive and experience aging in York County. One of the ways we do this is by inviting adults to share examples of things that they're doing to embrace their age or things that they find that they enjoy about growing older. Today's guest is Susan Martin. I first met Susan a few years ago through her involvement in the creation of the Happy Trails Nature Park, which is located at Normandy Ridge in West Manchester Township. She was a great advocate and lead in bringing this park to fruition, and it's wonderful to have you joining us today. Hi, Susan, welcome.
Hi, nice to be here.
Well, thank you. And, I know that you do so much meaningful work and volunteer in so many ways throughout the community, Susan. So, what is one of the ways that you give back, and what has that experience taught you?
One of the ways that I'm giving back is just trying to, uh, em- and I'll use the word embrace the aging and not to look at it as something that is negative, but something that is very positive. Uh, and my main thing is to in looking at it, aging positively is not only for the individual but others looking at uh, other adults not as incapable of doing something just because of an age uh, idea. At a certain point, people aren't able to fulfill jobs, do things, think, and process. So, one of the ways that I've looked at aging is with the memory care unit at Normandy Ridge. I wanted to learn about memory care, dementia, Alzheimer's. How do you work with people to keep their minds active? And that was one of the most important things that they were teaching me as we were developing the memory care was that you have to keep them physically active, you have to socialize, and you have to have some spiritual background for them so that they feel worthwhile and they don't look at themselves as incapable of living. So that was one of the most important things that I've seen. And what is so encouraging then is I look in the community, I'm excited to see uh, people assuming jobs. They might be looking at it as something that I need to have a job uh, as I'm aging, but the fact that they're actually getting out there and working, they're keeping their mind functioning. I think that's some of the most important things that I have seen in the time that I've been working and volunteering in the community. One of the things that we saw with the memory care was you don't want the individual to walk away, get lost. So they use a figure eight, excuse me, pattern so that they're essentially walking around in circles, but they always have a choice and they're going to get back to a safe place. So in that Happy Trails Nature Park, we incorporated what we've done inside the building into the park so that the individual walking through the park as they're aging, it is a safe place. It is, we made sure that the paths are wide enough that people can pass each other without having difficulty. And, and they can make a decision when they get to a little crossroad in that figure eight pattern, and they'll always get back to a safe place while they're still enjoying nature. I think it's one of the most important things that we've been able to offer with that park and how we've offered that comfort and security in the memory care unit also.
Wow, Susan, thank you so much for sharing about that. I love that in so many ways. First of all, way too often people think of aging as only impairment and decline, and they think that I don't know, that there's something missing from somebody who might experience some impairment and decline. And that's just not okay. All people can teach us things. They can teach us compassion. They can teach us understanding and patience. And I just love how not only you, but your Normandy Ridge, where you reside, are all taking the lessons that you learned, like you said, in one aspect of the memory care and bringing it out into the nature park. And if you haven't attended or visited the nature park, we encourage you to do so. It's beautiful. And as Susan mentioned, it's just great with nature. There's lots of trees and there's lots of cool benches as well for people to sit for comfort. Right, Susan?
Right. Um, it is a very nice place to sit and enjoy nature, uh, quiet. It's just a perfect place to, and it was all designed for the aging population, for its safety, what it's offering. It is not a recreational park, it is a nature park where you can enjoy and feel comfortable.
Very cool. Hey, Susan, in our closing minute here, is there something advice that you would, if you could go back and I guess share something with a younger version of Susan, is there any advice that you would share about growing older or something that you would say to yourself about getting older?
I would certainly tell the younger Susan that it is very important to stay active, keeping your mind working, thinking, processing, uh, being active physically and mentally, never feeling that as you're getting older, you can't do things. So it's so important to keep the mind working, keeping the body physically in shape. Uh, I think those are the most important things I would tell the younger Susan.
Oh, well, that's certainly great advice. Thank you, Susan, for joining us today. And thank you to all of you who are watching today's interview. If you'd like to learn more about Embracing Aging's work, please visit us at embracingaging.org. And if you are on Facebook, please connect with us at YCCF, Embracing Aging. Have a great day.